God damn it, Derrick. That's the title of this podcast. God damn it, Derrick. I explained Derrick. I gave your explanation of Derrick to Jobi, where the more he talks, he paints himself into more of a corner. And then when you think he has no more room, suddenly a hallway appears behind him and he keeps talking himself even further backwards.
I think I said his words are paint in which he paints himself into a corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you doing your audiobook now?
No, I was just thinking when I said that, I thought, wow, that works for me. Now I just see him with paint spilling out of his mouth, completely covering the floor.
Oh my God. You know, as many nights as I've just given him shit and had to wake up and go, hey, sorry, I went too far last night. He had his turn. You could have heard a pin drop when Derrick stopped and locked the door. You moved here because you don't want to be in Hollywood, but you brought Hollywood here and all these people that are living off of you. He's putting Chaille on the fucking rails. He was saying fucking neighbor Dave
Jobi,
me.
let's reserve comments until he's done. He's looking at me, and I want him to hear everything you're saying.
It just went on how I've ruined football because it's all strangers now, and he has listeners. It's been a long 3 days.
Has it only been 3?
Yeah, well, it started with one of our mayoral candidates getting out of jail on a DV. Oh, God. Here's what happened. I said, listen, she'll drop the charges if you agree to, instead of using the court system, come on Doug Stanhope's People's Court podcast, and we'll get this out on the air rather than every night, oh, she's drunk and suicidal, and I'm a liar. So
a couple.
I know. So we're going to try to make that happen. People's Court, a domestic violence case where both people are implicit. Is that the right word? Why am I trying to find big words?
That works in this case.
Complicit, I think.
Or imbecilic? Is that the one you're looking for?
They're both fucking, yeah. They're Sid and Nancy. They're Hank and Wanda. They're Donnie and Marie from the South Side.
Ike and Tina.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. But there's and I keep getting involved when I'm drunk at night.
Yeah.
And then I wake up and I go, why did I get involved with that?
Oh, so you do have some remorse.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, you know what?
Every morning.
I'm sorry. I've just been showing up when you're like 8 drinks in, and I'm like, he's fucking doing it again, Tracy. What the fuck is he doing? Where is he's gone, and then you leave, and there's 10 people you invited over here. It's like you're out fucking
did
doing
that the night before.
I know.
I go, oh well, yeah, no, you're breaking up. You don't have any friends in town because he keeps you sequestered like that couple that kidnapped a hitchhiker and made her live under their bed for 3 years. I don't know if you know that story. It's a great book. They built a special cabinet. They had this woman. That's how he keeps his girlfriend.
cloistered.
Stockholm syndrome. And now
it's Reputa.
Legally.
Reputa the Buta. The chick with the blonde hair up in the tower.
Reputa the Buta. Don't get me started.
I know.
So yeah, he doesn't let her go out really at all. She doesn't come over here. If she does come over here, he shadows her. She's never not with him. I'm just talking to Bree. No, she gets mad if I don't shadow her like that. His bullshit until they're face to face, and then his story ends. So the last time this happened, she just broke down and said, I just need someone to talk to. And he's not going to give me shit until last night. And I took her inside the first time she broke down. And like, I don't know anyone. I moved here and he's suffocating. He told me we're going to go camping and do all this shit. And so I brought him in and I go, I'm hammered. I go, hey, all right, guess we're doing midnight group therapy. Derrick, what say you? Derrick just fucking stared at his shoes the entire time. You told me we're going to go camping and you're an outdoorsman. You like to do all these things. No, Derrick likes to sit around and get high and play Wii golf and watch The Price is Right. So she moved into this relationship a year ago. And now she's just sitting in that fucking beige house. The fucking just dimly lit. So yeah, I felt bad for her and she was suicidal that night and she's a drunk like me, so I understand her. He's retarded, she's a drunk, so I get half of it.
Which half do you get? The drunk half?
Well, I get both halves.
Or the retarded half.
I'm a drunk with a retarded person, but it doesn't get violent.
Okay.
You know what? I am going to comment on this.
Well, you've already used names, and you've
No, I'm going off topic, but I will comment on this. The fucking Johnny Depp freaking out in the kitchen video that it only takes 2 tweets before I'm fucking upset, but I don't say anything. But that I threw a bigger tantrum in my own kitchen than that thing with motherfucker, and he's slapping cabinet doors, and she's obviously fucking with him and, putting it on videotape. I did that way worse just because I couldn't find hot pads when I made the fucking chinky for black pussy and I kicked a fucking cabinet door.
Potholders. You're looking for potholders.
Yeah, I was looking for potholders and they're all out here for some reason. And I was just fucking angry. And then I threw fucking pans around. I trashed the fucking kitchen just because I couldn't find potholders. It doesn't mean I beat my wife, you fucking 2 tweeters.
All 2 of them.
Yes, well, fucking. I'm back to no comment.
Yeah, it's safer.
I wish Bingo was here. She could tell you the fucking flip outs. Well, yeah, I guess all of you could.
Certainly aware of those.
Yes, my morning fucking rage.
Oh, I've said plenty of times where Bingo and I have all of a sudden someone will knock on the door and then all of a sudden your rage will be spilled onto them. And Bingo and I look at each other. It's like, yes, because it's over. Now we're going to breakfast and you can't fucking yell at anything other than that person who knocked on the wrong door at 7 a.m.
I have a fucking stack of broken laptops in the fucking.
Remember the first time you punched a laptop was in that shitty hotel. Can't remember where we were, and I think it was out near where we did the thing with Bingo. We sent her the stuff when she was in the mental institution. We were at that shitty hotel next to the place that had the tobacco and fireworks and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it might ring a bell. It's a shitty part of town, and we get there, and I'm like,
what town?
I can't remember the town, but it was a college town. But anyway, the thing is, we were there, and I was worried about our stuff being in the room while we were at the gig.
Is this the one that had the dick pic written in the dust on the window?
No. That was the Hoosier.
Yeah.
This one, we get there, and then you were trying to do a quick update to make some bets online or something like that, and then you punched your screen. I'm like, now no one will steal it. We're safe here. They won't rummage the room. They'll see a broken screen. But that was the first computer you smashed, but you've done at least 3 in my presence.
There's one I think we videotaped. It was on I think it was election night in Florida, the last presidential election.
12.
And I went to town on it. I think, didn't we make it into a commercial or something? I think Andy filmed me I just smashed it against fucking, not punched it. I wrestled it,
destroyed
WWF style, fucking hammering it on corners of fucking
suplex.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you beat your wife.
Yeah.
I've looked at Meatwig a few times with that new crying thing he's had for the last year, and I'm picturing kicking you in the chest. And isn't that original sin? Just fantasizing, isn't it? I don't know.
Minority Report.
Yeah, exactly. Jobi's with us. He doesn't have much to say, nor do I, for that matter. Been fucking dealing
I'm
with.
only here in body.
I feel like those are my problems. That's how I wake up. When I get drunk and deal with other people's bullshit, I feel like I wake up like it's mine. And then when when you're drunk so many days in a row, like that late night, too many and not enough hours of sleep, and you just start getting the paranoia and the fear that, yeah, it's all gonna, that day is coming when it's all gonna come down on me, and I won't even know what day it is. Like, what day is this? Do I have cancer? Am I gonna shit blood? What did I say wrong to the wrong person? I forgot all about doing the fucking David A. Smith for mayor.
What do you mean you forgot about doing it?
No, I'm saying just the 3 days. I go, what the fuck did we do for 3 days?
Oh, coming up with the bullet points.
Yeah, but I mean, with the suicide watches, and then I got to meet Jason Lindstrom to talk strategy.
They came here.
I know.
And you were drunk and left.
No, I had to go do suicide watch.
You didn't have to. That's no one's job. What are you, Dr.
Did you
Phil
hear
all
her
of
on
a
the
sudden? No.
She couldn't
Have I
even
heard a
make
crazy
words.
girl on the phone want attention? Yes, I have.
Couldn't make words. She was that blubbering.
Okay, well, that makes it right.
First of all, she doesn't ever call me. If you call me, she said, can you send anyone over here? Anyone to talk to her, because she was that suicidal. And I can read you the fucking text messages of Diana Hone. I'm going to kill myself.
That's true.
Yes. You were on the other side of that. And you go, oh, well, she did kill herself brutally in a fucking motel bathtub. So
gruesome.
There's some residual. I have some thing that is a hint of a memory of a feeling or an emotion. And
Wait, you feel responsible for situations like that?
It was an awkward situation.
Obligation to
you
bitch.
You feel somehow like you have to get involved, or you have to do something?
Well, with that girl specifically, because I did remember her from shows.
Yeah.
So when she's saying,
all right,
anytime someone says they're going to kill themselves, you kind of assume they're bluffing. I'm a pessimist.
Yeah. Most of the time you assume that it's just a call for attention until you're cleaning brains off the wall.
Exactly. And this girl, I got down to, she heard the mother bit and, hey, do you have any advice? Because I'm just tired of fucking life. And I remember her because she was hot.
She was hot.
That was the motivation.
Well, I mean, that stuck out. Right?
Something stuck out.
If she had a second tiny baby head growing out of her neck,
A neck goiter.
I'd remember her just the same. Because
Really, just the same?
yes, beautiful means different than most people. So whether it's you have a lizard face or whatever, but yeah, she did stand out, and she made some artwork that she brought to a show in San Diego and showed me and Bingo. It was I think of us, or maybe it was just of Bingo, but it wasn't done, so she didn't give it to us. So I did the obligatory, hey, you can't kill yourself until that artwork's done thing. Yeah, no, but I'm going out. So then I have the last minute choice when she says she's doing it that night. I really should get a hold of her husband. So I went through the Facebook page, and Chaille and I had a long discussion because I told her I'm not the guy that's going to talk you out of suicide. It's just like the bit. But now I know she's serious. So I fucking broke down after telling her I don't give a shit.
You wrestled with this for quite some time, and it was show night.
Yeah.
You had a show to do.
That was Ohio, Youngstown, Ohio.
That Disney-esque.
I'm sure we've talked about this on a podcast.
We have a little bit.
But I don't give a fuck. They don't remember. I don't remember. You don't remember, listener. So yes. So when I get a blubbering call from Derrick's gal pal, say, yeah, you got to put shit off. And then we go, hey, well, you don't know people. We'll have a dinner party tomorrow. Because somebody, Rod Talkie, Dr. Rod Talkie, if you need your labias shortened or lengthened, I guess you could have them lengthened now with Bingo's labia that she got shortened. They probably have leftover labia. You could get your labias lengthened. Dr. Rod Talkie.
Why would you lengthen them?
RAAD Talkie. Like a motion picture with words. No, that's a talkie. This is TAKI. Yes, Dr. Rod Talkie sent us Omaha steaks, so I used them to throw a dinner party with a lot of the local ladies around that Bree can be friends with, and but that's when I was drunk, and then the next day I wake up at fucking 2 p.m. I watch my stories on the TV, and then I actually get off the couch around 2 going, fuck, I gotta clean up from last night, and now I have to fucking make steaks that I told him you'd make, Jobi, because Jobi always cooks, but I never told Jobi he's cooking, so I go, oh, fuck, I gotta at least prep, because when Jobi comes over, he's gonna find out he's cooking. I'm such a dick.
You forgot a really important part of that story. Those steaks were so good.
They were, actually.
Jobi, I wanted to ask you this because I reheated some of them last night on the barbecue. The Omaha ones those were all the thicker ones, and then the Safeway ones were the thinner ones, right?
Correct.
All right, so
those Safeway ones had fat around the edges. I saw the Omaha steaks. There's no fat. By the way, this sounds like it's a plug for Omaha steaks. So to ruin that for you. Omaha steaks, the problem is if you buy them, they will haunt you for the rest of your life. Yeah. They will just...
like a Jehovah's Witness that like you accept one watchtower and you're fucked.
Junk mail, email, fucking all but coming to your door. Well, is there a problem with the steaks? You haven't bought more steaks. You get raspberry sherbet on sale.
That's like the Schwann's guy.
Oh, I used to give Omaha steaks such shit. Back when I used to buy them, but the fucking avalanche of advertising that came with it, but the catalog they send you always says 50% off, usually $32, now just $16. And so I just call up and go, when was this ever? Because you've been sending me this shit for 2 years, and it's always usually this much. When was it ever? I want you to find me a time it was ever that much, you lying pieces of shit.
That's the furniture store that's going out of business for 17 years.
Yes.
That's exactly it. You know, the Schwann's guy was like that. We got drunk one day in the afternoon, and the Schwann's guy was across the street, and
Schwann's for the urban settler.
Yeah.
Schwann's is an ice cream truck, kind of frozen truck
all kinds of foods
that delivers like an ice cream truck. It comes to your door like UPS, and they roll up like a Sparklets truck. They roll up the side. What do you want, fish or sherbet?
And if you're in your driveway or they see you, they're coming over. And that one day he was in the area, and we went down there, and because I wanted to we were drunk, and I wanted to get like some big sticks or some cones, right?
You don't walk up to a delivery truck and ask for food sober. So
exactly. So I bought scallops. I bought some lamb, and a thing of the cones, like with the drumsticks, and then popsicles.
So I wasn't wrong. Fish and sherbet.
Absolutely. But he would come by every week, and he started emailing me that he was coming by, and it took a couple of months. And I only ate one of those drumsticks. Bingo ate all of them. She ate the whole fucking, like 12 in a thing.
She ate a 12-pack of drumsticks.
What?
They were minis.
They were, okay.
Oh, they were minis.
Okay, stand corrected.
Right, we look like dicks now.
4 ounces of ice cream instead of 7.
Victim blamers.
Chaille, you're horrible.
So it was Sunday, I guess. David Smith is one of our candidates. There's 3 remaining candidates. Now that one has got not a conviction, but a jail stay. Derrick, neither Derrick or Kenny got their signatures, so they're not on the ballot. We can still root for them, but Kenny went and he gave his support to David A. Smith. He's our candidate.
Endorsement.
Yes, his endorsement. We found a white polyester jumpsuit. I don't know if I told you this already.
I was there.
Oh, you were there. See? Yeah. Jobi just shows up out of nowhere.
Doug, that was
Oklahoma all the time.
2:00 in the afternoon. You don't remember Jobi was there at 2 p.m.?
Why don't this is a fucking million people every day
right.
in and out. I don't know who's there.
That's
what
how
day.
much I matter.
No, that's how much he's been drinking in the morning after waking up with the shakes. I'm not.
The booze
I'm just
shakes.
saying. No, I'm realizing now how drunk you are. By the time I get up here, I don't see you until 7 or 8 o'clock sometimes, and you're already like Dr. Phil in the whole fucking situation, and that's why I didn't realize that you'd been medicating so early.
Yeah, three strong days of that, starting with David A. Smith for mayor. He was doing a town hall kind of thing at our local breakfast place, Mornings Cafe, Arizona Street in the Warren District of Bisbee. Go to Mornings Cafe. Ask for Arlene. Tell her I send my love. Oh, fuck, I got to get to that. She has gout. You'll have it too.
That was so
Their
weird.
food is so
was so
rich
weird.
and beautiful and cost effective.
He didn't have to say that. He didn't have to
You
say
can get gout on a small budget.
that. Hey, she's not
You know
only
what they call gout? The rich man's disease. Now you can get it at half price.
our food's so rich. Hey, she's not only the owner
She's also a client.
and a patient.
And if you eat at Mornings Cafe, they won't stalk you, send you junk mail, email, and come by your house to see why you didn't eat there again, like Omaha stalkers.
So you did that.
So David Smith, we have an issue with David Smith.
It's a big one.
It's a huge one, but he's still better than the other guys. My go-to charity, my biggest, if I was a guy that was going to be a spokesman for something, it would be the Innocence Project. The wrongly accused. That's my fucking bag. I haven't been it, but it's always like my biggest fear. Most of the documentaries I watch are usually based around someone who got wrongly accused. I think we plugged the one. Fuck. There was a good one where actually it's on HBO. God damn it. Where the Innocence Project guy was actually the fucked guy. So,
Oh shit.
something Midnight in the Park, is it? Something like that. They'll figure it out. You'll Google it. Just to win and fuck with me on Twitter.
They'll
You'll
hound you
Google
like
it.
Omaha
This
Steaks.
is what it's called. Thank you. Thank you for that. As long as you watch it. But David A. Smith was actually on a 60 Minutes episode, this 16-year-old black kid in Tucson, and he was a new cop on duty or whatever he was, and they railroaded this kid. He did 42 years in prison.
Yeah.
And David A. Smith was on a 60 Minutes episode doing the same fucking shuck and jive. No, he's definitely guilty. I don't care about what DNA proves, that kind of attitude. So last time he ran for mayor, we kind of wanted to vote for him because he's a nice guy. And he came over to the house and a bunch of people fucking like Shawnee and Gretchen, where you go, they're not even drunks and it's 4 p.m. and they're like, well, how can you live with yourself, Kyle? I'm like, ooh, this is getting out of control. Like that's how I feel when I watch it on TV. But when you're sitting across face to face with that dude, you go, I guess you're a human being too. And he said, I was a young guy and I did what I thought was right at the time. And he backpedaled a little too much.
He didn't leave. He
him.
came over here. He's always talked to you when there's ever anything like that. Because listen, you could throw him a curveball with a microphone in your hand any fucking time you want to.
Well, yeah. Oh, don't let me
I
forget
know,
to get
I
to
know.
that.
I'm saying he knows that too, and he has. I mean, I don't know the guy.
And he said he's done work with the Innocence Project since then, and so you can tell that he definitely feels guilty. I wanted blatant remorse where I was going to bring that guy down from Tucson now that he's been released as an innocent guy and fucking make him, back when David A. Smith was a councilman, I was going to make that guy sit at every city council meeting and pay him to do it just to fuck with that. But yeah, there's two sides to the story.
Yeah.
He fucked up and I wouldn't want to be him.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of folks in this town are confused as to the killer termites thing. Since the Bisbee, #1 historic small town in America, USA Today, that you guys, thank you very much, killer termites. Since then, I think, that doesn't work for an election. Do you know that? They have to live here.
Yeah, there's
they don't
only
live here?
7 killer termites in Bisbee.
At best.
At best.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
Yeah.
counting the 5 people in this room.
That's and there's 2 people that have to tell the other 5 people how to listen to a podcast after they've explained what a podcast is. So, and that's another thing that's coming. Anyway, David A. Smith running for mayor now. We put our support behind him, and he said I caught up with him at the Safeway where the locals like to meet, and he said, "Hey, I'm doing this meet and greet thing at Morning's Cafe. Would you introduce me?" And I said, "Yes." He says, probably still drunk from the night before, but he knows what he's getting into.
Yeah,
I mean, he knows what. But I told him, yeah, I'll keep it family friendly. It'll be me, but I'll keep it Morning's Cafe. We'll let the actual constituents, but we show up. Well, how many people were there?
Maybe 20.
No more than 25.
I was
No
going
more
to
than
say 25.
Yeah.
And we were 70% of them dressed up like assholes. Kenny in his polyester jumpsuit that we found on the road. We found a one-piece. It's evidently a Mormon baptismal outfit. That's what Bridie explained to us.
Magic underwear onesie.
Yeah, it's like, when Gretchen Bear she painted it like her Hillary Clinton suits, and then Stocks Deb bedazzled the paintings with whatever. What do you?
Little jewels, little rhinestones and shit.
Bedazzled.
Yeah.
So he shows up so he can abdicate like Bernie Sanders style. I'm going to throw my support behind the mayor. We need to unify the party. I can't think there's more than 8 or 10 people that were not us. They all actually gave a shit.
They actually had all the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went up and I did some dumb shit. I basically parodied the
Kennedy and
like in the 2 years under Ron Ertley, our current mayor.
I hereby decree. Yeah,
you did slip into a little accent every once in a while.
I did the tear down that wall.
Yeah,
which is actually Reagan. No, I think I did Reagan
Mr.
as
Gorbachev.
Kennedy. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Who cares? But I go, under the 2 years of Ron Ertley as mayor, we've seen the rise of ISIS, the unchecked spread of Zika virus. I just blamed
Kenny
all that
Baker
shit.
dying.
Yeah, R2D2 died that day. I just blamed it all on the mayor. I think it's time for change. I'm bellowing this into a microphone and 25 people in a fucking diner. Eat the mic. So then he's got to do his 30-minute fucking presentation about his 7-point economic.
It was an hour.
Yeah,
He was an hour.
Well, that's because he did Q&A after that, and a lot of people had Qs. That
Yeah.
We had our questions stocked to just make it funny. He says it's 30 minutes about the economy in Bisbee.
Or Tucson, depending
Where
on...
all of us are tuning out into our travel mugs full of booze.
He kept calling Bisbee Tucson.
Oh, yeah, he did that.
Like 3 times.
3 times he accidentally called.
You see, here in the city of Tucson, and so it's like, this is Bisbee?
It was very funny.
What did I say?
Sorry, I just gave a speech earlier where I was talking about my time I spent in Tucson. So at the end, I had a like speed round, boxers or briefs kind of questions to close it out. It's St. Elmo's or the Grand, like the
Favorite bar in
favorite
town,
bar, tachos or Beto's for Mexican food, and the one I didn't do. And I kept teasing it because I was teasing myself. Once I have a joke in my head that I go, I I can't do this. That's all I can think about. So even when I'm reading off my yellow legal pad of notes, I'm not even seeing it. I'm thinking, don't do the joke. Don't do that joke. So I didn't do it. But I told him, I teased it. And I go, I'll just tell you afterwards, because I didn't want to fuck with him at a thing like that. But I said, all right, you're stranded.
This is one of the questions in the either or.
The question was going to be, you're stranded with only 3 record albums that you have to listen to while you spend 42 years in prison for a crime you didn't commit. What are the 3? What are the 3? So I told him afterwards, and he goes, I could have handled it. I would have handled it. Yeah. But I would have looked like
you
a
would
dick.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm supporting this guy. Because it's a country about second chances. So let's give David A. Smith that second chance, that 16-year-old black kid that you had arrested for arson and murder will never get.
Well, I thought he did pretty good with his economic outline.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, it's taking forever. And then when he talked about the dog park, I thought, that's it.
Dog park.
That's what's going to do it.
Bingo and I talked about that when we first moved here.
Well, see, it's a small town, and, everyone talks, and you kind of know everyone's shit. And really, that's one issue that you can get someone who doesn't like the candidate at all, but they have a pet.
Yeah.
And that could be enough to, like, you know what? I don't care what any of them say, but this guy wants to put a dog park in that old unused ball field that's completely fenced in.
Yeah, out in
that's
San
who I'm
Jose.
voting for. I thought that was brilliant.
Bingo and I, that was like a passion, like like everything else I'll never get around to, but we talk about it all the time because, unused property like that is dirt fucking cheap, and we got dogs. But as we realized, our dogs suck.
Yeah.
And they're
you could never go.
dumb, and they're fucking mean.
You're building a club that you're not allowed to join.
Exactly. Yeah, Ichabod and Henry Phillips ruined the dog park idea with us as the philanthropists.
I love it. I love that
As
idea.
I stutter, I remember, the audio version of Digging Up Mother came out today. That just reminded me. Some fucking guy. Thanks, Twitter. I sat here like a cunt all day, just waiting for someone. It's 12 hours long, so I'm just waiting for someone.
Is it really?
Yeah. 12:48, I think.
Thanks, Bruce and Brian.
I just wanted someone to I'm waiting for someone to comment on the patty part, because the audio book. If you haven't been paying attention,
P Waits.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she's Patty in the book.
But we talk about her on
Patricia,
the podcast as P Waits.
P.
She's been
Waits.
here with Sarah Highlander. We did a thing with them too.
So on the audiobook, we did director's commentary, as you should know if you listen to this regularly. And we had a lot of people from the book that were in the book that were part of it come in and do, because we're fucking drunks. I don't remember everything exactly the same. And
no one does. That's life.
Patricia's argument with my story about sodomizing her with her head hanging out of a hotel window in Chicago, she had a different ending to that. And I'm not even saying it. Fuck you. Just get the book on audible.com. That's right, audible.com. Are they a sponsor? Well, they paid me to do an audiobook, so I guess, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. That was my favorite part of the entire audio book. It was harder to fucking read that thing than write it, I'll tell you.
We are still selling the books online at dougstanhope.com. So
I hope they left in. They said that they left in a lot of fuck ups, and I don't know. I'm not going to listen to it.
Bruce was basically the one in charge of, while we were here. He was the main guy from Audible that came out. He really championed this thing, and he gets your comedy. He gets you, and that's why it was so great when it came through. That I totally trust Bruce in what he left in there was things you'd agree with.
Yeah, no, I hope he left in more fuck ups than not.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because I'm never gonna listen to it. Chad Shank's gonna have
I'm
to
listening to it. I'm getting it tonight.
Are you?
Yeah. I just put all the links up on the website. You can get it on the website, DougStanhope.com. There's links all over there to get to right to Audible.
Bingo.
Yeah.
She's on her way back from LA, and she said, "Oh, yeah, no, I can't wait to listen to it because she can't read very well at all. Greeting cards take her a couple days." She goes, and
blank ones.
I said, maybe we'll. I said, maybe we'll take a road trip and listen to it.
Oh, cool.
I'm not taking a 12-hour road trip, but what I did is I just went out and I bought a new car that's just 3 years updated. It's a Suburban, but it's a new model because we wanted fucking navigation and shit, and this one didn't get crashed into a post by Ggreg Chaille with a fucking dented.
To be fair, the old one had a dirty windshield, so we figured we
cracked windshield from that last road trip. But this one has like completely different interior. It's same fucking Suburban, same color. It's just got leather interior with
tan
navigation.
leather instead of black cloth, which was the old one.
So we're waiting for Bingo to get back. So we're going to take bets on how soon she notices that it's not the same car. I think we could go on most of a road trip, and at some point she's like, I don't remember a DVD player in the back seat.
We have a duffel bag of stuff that we took out of the old car and just shoved it in there, and then took it back with us.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna put all the junk that she has in her spot, which is behind the driver, in that little behind the seat
empty
caddy.
Nicorette gum packets everywhere.
Burrito.
Burrito. 7 fucking half drunk fucking water bottles.
Yeah. How does jerky go bad?
She found a way.
I don't know. Are we at a good breaking point? David A. Smith for mayor. Dog Park still behind.
You finished. The David A. Smith story.
We got to get to the fucking prank calls, and not the good kind.
Oh, do you have any thank yous for this podcast?
I'm sure I do. I do have thank yous. There was something I found. It's sitting around. I don't know. You know what? I'll just do a blank thank you because I get a lot of emails, and especially when you're touched in the morning and you feel remorse and you go, I got to start a GoFundMe for someone or something.
When your serotonin levels are down and
I got to give weepy. Back. And then I read, people send me really fucking nice emails, and I very rarely respond, but I do read them, and they do make me feel good. I just don't, all I can say back is what? Thanks. I don't have a catchphrase or anything, and I don't have time to type, and I'm bad at it. So, but thank you for that, and thank you for sending shit to 212 Van Dyke Street. What? 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, 85603, and send it to Bingo. She loves getting mail, and just like she doesn't notice that you have a completely different car, she doesn't understand why she's getting all these packages. Someone sent me a book. I got a book today about overpopulation.
Was it the Bible?
And now we go to break. Hey, non-readers, blind people, illiterates. This is Doug Stanhope, and I have my book now out on Audible.com. That's right, Digging Up Mother, the story of my life and shit and stuff, and sodomy and excrement. Is there excrement in there? It's got to have poop. It has lots of fart stuff. It's a good book. Get it on Audible.com. That's right, you just sit there like a chump going to your fucking 9 to 5, stuck in traffic every day. You don't have satellite radio. Get Audible.com and just listen to this shit on the phone and enjoy my rage while you're sitting in road rage. Is that a commercial? That's right. Audible.com. If I say Audible.com as many times as I can, then Audible.com is an Audible.com commercial. Digging Up Mother, available now at audible.com. And I think there's some free trial. I think you can get the book technically for free if you sign up. I don't know how it works. Do you know? Do you have notes, Chaille?
First month. If you're a new subscriber.
Yeah, you can listen to a 12-hour book in a month.
You'll do it just like me. You'll do it for the first month. You go, and then I'll just cancel. And then I'm 7 months in now.
My first audiobook, I've sworn by audiobooks. Back when I think I probably had the last car that you could get a cassette player put into. Just because I was so hooked when I lived on the road, basically. But I'd get them, it was audio adventures where you'd rent them at a Flying J truck stop and then return it at any other Flying J
like a Blockbuster.
Stop.
You could,
any other one, wherever down the road. So yeah, you listen to 26 hours of Solzhenitsyn or Crime and Punishment, whoever wrote that. I remember. Tolstoy? No, it's not Tolstoy. Dostoevsky. Why you screw your eyes up at me, Raskolnikov? I still remember the fucking guy that read that. So yeah, go ahead, get that free month. I'm not, and then I'll just cancel it. You fucking won't. You won't. You'll be hooked. It's the best thing in life, audiobooks. And don't bring a friend, because they're going to talk over the good parts. Just drive alone in the back roads of Nevada with audible.com, planning your own suicide. And we'll be back after these other messages.
Say audible.com last.
Audible.com last. You know what? If audible.com did not put in a lot of fuck-ups, you know Hennigan is going to want to sell just the fuck-ups. As like a side piece.
Blooper reel?
Yeah, he'll sell a fucking blooper reel. And I'd buy that before I'd listen to the book on tape. I'd listen to me fucking up.
Well, there's plenty of fuck-ups in it. You told them that you would prefer them to leave a bunch of it in.
Yeah, and they said they would. So I hope they do. Again, it just came out today as we're taping this. So
that's why I got it, because I want to hear, because I sat through 4 days of it.
Oh my God, it was brutal. We were in such a bad mood almost every minute of that, having to do that.
First 6 hours was cool of the first day.
Well, both Chad Shank and I were just so happy when we got to the end of our part so the other guy can read. Oh, good, it's your turn.
But see, there's one...
Hedberg and I did this once in Rochester, Minnesota, and it was a gig that was so bad, and it was one of those kind of cliched, legendary, everyone has the like, owner of the club had died, or the bar, or the husband of the whoever, someone had just died, and all the people come back from this service, and they're about the only people at the show, and we don't know this, and it's just, we know it's this fucking horror gig. You just walk in the room and you go, oh fuck. So one nighter, Rochester, Minnesota. So we were co-headlining, so we did tag team headlining.
Yeah.
So you'd go up for as long as you could stand blank stares, and then you just yell tag, and then until we fulfilled our 90-minute obligation, we'd just go back and forth. Sometimes you just do one joke, you go, fuck this tag. As long as you both did your time, can't get yelled at by the booker.
Well, you and Chad and myself, we've never been through this process. So we don't know like the mechanics of it. I'm like for instance, I can sit here, we can do a podcast, and I can remember the elements, and I go, oh, I can stitch that, I can do this, I can do that. Bruce, who was here from Audible, he knows what he's hearing, and he knows when he's hitting the marks, like as far as production wise. So we trust him, of course. But that's why after one day, we're like, Jesus Christ. And he's like, this is good. And then you're like, no, I want the fuck. He's like, really? Yeah. And he walked away out of here going, no, this is going to be good. This is going to be great.
Chaille said, oh, this audiobook is going to win a Purple Heart for editing.
That's Brian. Yeah. That was our editor. So, yeah.
So, Black Pussy, you have some Black Pussy updates?
Black Pussy left here last week, and they're on the road. They're on their 4th leg of the tour that they're currently on right now.
A couple people have tweeted at me about the shrimp.
No one's hit them up yet at the booth.
No shit.
No.
they have stolen Bibles that I've autographed that I gave them that they put under their merch booth, and you have to go up and say, "Are you still selling shrimp?
Got any shrimp?
Got any shrimp?
Anything shrimp? Actually, ask me. You got a fucking Bible? They'll give you the fucking Bible. They're selling Bibles. You gave them a handful of Bibles so they could make a little gas money on the road.
Yeah, they're fucking great dudes.
Yeah. So I just got an update from Keyboard Chief Keith. He's the I told him
Beer
that
chugger?
no, that's Dean.
That's Dean.
And they're posting posting
Dean
videos
famous.
every night with him winning, chugging a pint of beer. So I did say I did tell Keith that I appreciate the barbecue smoke smell he left in your kitchen, which is better than the wet cat food that I usually smell when I walk in there.
Now it's hot garbage, literally. I keep thinking, and it was stinking days ago before I went on this bender, and I just keep smushing it down. I'll take the bag out eventually.
So they're heading east, and they had a gig in New Orleans, canceled due to flooding.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so they had a day off.
I saw that. That was my morning rage today. Was actually everything, but the flooding in New Orleans. Wasn't Katrina enough of a sign that you shouldn't live below sea level during climate change? Someone tweeted that fucking Twitter today. So I said that to Derrick after we woke up and ignored all of last night and him.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. He cleaned the whole place up. We had a tacit agreement last night. I go, you give me shit I give you shit all the time, and we've been friends for 10 years. Don't worry. I'm leaving. I'm going back to Missouri, and gone at least 6 months. And when you want me back, you can text me or call. Go, Derrick. Don't worry. It'll be fine in the morning. After I've already written all over my arms with Sharpie all the dumb shit he's telling me. I've been your maid for too long. I generally pay you more than I fucking paid Shawnee to build this fucking house. And he charges a lot, but I feel bad for you. I know, you pay me way too much, but... and then...
How do we get back into this?
I don't know. Let's
Jesus
get.
Christ.
I'm getting back to Twitter. Oh,
Black Pussy, check them out on the road. Black Pussy Band, I think is the way to find them on Twitter.
All right, and Henry Phillips, our own Henry Phillips. No, and Ichabod turns around like he's going out for a walk. Nope. Talking about the comic that my dog is named after, Henry Phillips, has a new special out. How do they find that, Ggreg Chaille?
That is on Vimeo, and it's called Neither Here Nor There, and it's a 1 hour special. And it's I just watched the trailer today. I downloaded it too. Go ahead and download it. Don't rent it. Just go ahead and download it. You can watch it on. You can watch it on your.
Buy it is what you mean.
Buy it.
Yeah.
You can watch
Or
it on
steal
Roku. You can Apple TV.
If you steal it, share it.
I don't know if I can endorse that, but yeah, get it.
You get paid up front, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, buy it. Buy it if you can. If you can't, steal it. But still share it, because he's fucking brilliant.
It's great.
Henry Phillips. I just heard one joke. Denise and I were sitting over there having our first cocktail.
I was playing the trailer.
And he just played the trailer, and the first joke, we're like, oh, fuck. Fucking funny.
Yeah.
He's got some new shit. The kid's a writer.
So that's on Vimeo, and it's available now. Also, the Black Pussy, their dates will be, the link will be on the website as well from us.
All right.
Stanhope.com. Last podcast, you thanked the Beckers for sending you those ecospheres, the little thing with the shrimp, the ball. Those aren't yours.
Ah, fuck.
Something
Well,
for you.
you know what? I unthank the Beckers, and you know what? I'm going to burn down your new house. I'm going to take a shit in the toilet now, so by the time you get back here in March... I'm going to save it up, too.
Beef stew.
Upper decker.
Yep, fucking raw pork products.
The Echo, this is their fault. They send something to you with your name on it that they want us to send to them in Anchorage because they can't get shipping up to Anchorage. But they don't put a note in there. They don't put their name. You can send, the Beckers can send something to their name here. It doesn't matter. They put it to you and what?
No, that's not fair. Becky told me she was sending the ecospheres. She asked me which address to send it to. I said, we send everything to 212.
Like I said, never ask Tracy when you want an answer that is legitimate.
I forgot because I had been drunk when we were talking. And so when they got here, I had forgotten completely about the fact that it was theirs.
I have to back her up because the only time I talk to people is when I'm drunk. Because if I'm sober, I'm terrified of people.
So I shouldn't have smashed those?
I don't even know where they are.
I put them downstairs.
All right.
So yeah, the ecospheres, they're going
So
up
you
to
stole
Anchorage.
them from me.
Yes.
All right. Back to New Orleans. I guess we covered that.
Yeah, we covered it.
Don't fucking live there. It's like Zika virus. Do you believe in a god or nature? Yeah, stop having babies. That's what it's saying. Oh, well, what if my baby don't have a baby?
It's funny.
Zika
There's
virus.
always a sign from God unless it goes against what you want to happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a sign from God?
Well, if either way, if you believe in God, yeah, God's saying stop having fucking babies. If you believe in science and nature's saying don't have babies. Either way, Zika virus. I'm for it. We should have T-shirts. Get them done before this podcast goes out.
Wait, which
Or
one?
soon.
You've rattled off a bunch of things that could be T-shirt worthy. Pro Zika?
That's still my favorite idea we can never get done is my disease T-shirt line, and it just celebrates diseases.
How do you spell Zika? I'm ordering it right now online. Cafe Express. Pro Zika, DougStanhope.com.
Listen, if I tweet a comedian today, I tweeted that I bought because I felt bad about plugging the Digging Up Mother on Audible.com so much that I also bought Amy Schumer had her book go out. That's why when Bruce texted me and goes, "Hey, your #3 bestseller," and I fuck bronze. We want gold. Bronze is for China. And then I go, I'll tweet that. Bronze is for China. So then I look at audible.com's site, and well, the new releases today, Amy Schumer was one of them. I didn't know she had a book, and I didn't know I was going up against 4.23 million followers.
Yeah.
So she's probably 1 or 2. I don't know. I don't know who the other one was, but I like Amy Schumer, so I bought her book. And I know when I fucking tweet someone that's not, like, if it's not fucking, even Hennigan gets shit if I tweet something about Hennigan.
Yeah.
And I know some cocksucker is going to fucking tweet back something bad, only to some dickhead. I said I bought, to make up for me over tweeting my own book, I went out and bought Amy Schumer and Norm Macdonald's book. It's pre-order on him.
Yeah.
So I have at Amy Schumer, and 2 people wrote back, "Fucking, I've had enough of Amy Schumer." And I know this is going to happen. Like, you go, do I not promote someone I like? Like, she's going to have thick enough skin. She's got thick enough thighs. Oh, God damn it. I ruined this endorsement. So. I like her, and some douchebag writes, why do you support that Miss Piggy fuck anyway? But he left in her Twitter handle and Norm Macdonald, so I just tweeted back because he's a gambling addict. He needs the money. But don't be a fucking dick when because I'll just block you and tell you to go fuck yourself. Because if I'm promoting someone I like and you shit on them to their face, I don't care what your opinion is, but you don't fucking keep their ad in it. If you need to spout your opinion to me, take their fucking name off the tweet, you fucking cunts. Because you know what? I like a lot of people that you don't like more than I like you. So fuck you. All right. I wish I should have kept that guy's fucking Twitter handle and said it on the podcast, but then he'd be happy.
Well, when we were in Fort Collins, like the way it usually goes is I'm in there setting up the show till you guys get on stage. And then by the time you get about 30 minutes to the end of the show, I'll start setting up the merch. So I started to go downstairs to cross the street to go to the car, and this guy followed me out. And I thought he was smoking or something like that. He goes, "Hey, Chaille." I'm like, "Oh, well, fuck." I'm like, look around. No, not my fault. And he's like, hey man, sorry. I just want to say I'm really sorry about that thing. And it was he's the guy that wrote about Lynn Shawcroft. And I listened to because he said something about Lynn Shawcroft, and Doug kind of pounced on him, and he was telling me his story. And I go, dude, I'm gonna be honest. Thank you for saying that. And he goes, I was just drunk, and I thought I was being funny. And I go, clearly that's what happened. But thank you for saying that. But I'll tell you right now, don't talk to Doug after the show. Or don't make it like.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that because I was going to apologize to the guy.
I said if you want to say something, to say something at the merch booth or something, because honestly, it's too late now. The show's already going on. He would have caught you in between going up to the stage, and it would have fucking derailed you. But I said thanks for saying that, and yes, that's obviously what you were doing. But I think that's what happens a lot of times. They're trying to get your attention.
Did we talk about this on the podcast?
I don't think so.
All right, so someone did this to a friend of mine. Lynn Shawcroft, Mrs. Mitch Hedberg, just bitching about she was annoying on a podcast as far as he was concerned, but he tweeted it at her.
Yeah,
like, you can tweet me that shit, but you don't send it to her fucking account. It's just rotten to do. I know I've done it to other people, but I consider them inhuman if they're bigger than me. So yeah, when I say that to Piers Morgan, I go, I can't believe he responded to me.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's probably part of what that is.
Yeah. So I've had I'm growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Don't
at you.
put the at.
Look at you.
Don't put the at.
Learning to write a book, learning to read it into a microphone.
Yeah. Some people have feelings.
It's a great year.
Even if they put someone in fucking prison for 42 years just to promote their career. I'll still vote for you because you're a good guy, and I think you have some remorse.
Look, quit beating up on Norm Macdonald. He's a good guy. So
this last one, because I've already teased it. Someone has, you know what? I wouldn't mention the name anyway, but I don't remember it. It's such a bad podcast. I don't know if it's internet radio or podcast because they do it live once. He has 94 Twitter followers, and I don't want to help that.
Sweet.
I don't want to send any attention their way. But I have to admit that it was a really good fuck with. Denise, you'll like this. They do prank calls, and the guy, I only listened to one, and it was insufferable. He's so fucking awful. But they do, it's like an hour and a half show once a week where he just makes prank calls, and they do it live, so it's not edited. Someone told him that Chaille, he sounds like Chaille. So what he should do, since we live in a small town, is have Chaille, because everyone's got to know me in a small town, call up as Chaille and say, I'm Doug's manager, and call local businesses and complain. I'm Doug Stanhope's manager. Doug was in there and you gave him a dirty look. Like it was a premise that it's a great fuck with, because yes, everyone does know me in town. So if they think Ggreg Chaille is calling them saying they called Acacia and said, yeah, this is Doug Stanhope's manager, and they know me, and go, yeah, they go, yeah, he was in there and he didn't get his celebrity discount. Which is funny in theory, but when you hear it, he's so bad at this. He's just mumbly, just Doug's supposed to be. The premise was rich, and he just sucked. But the problem is, I'm listening to the podcast. Someone emailed me, hey, just a heads up, you're getting fucking, they're doing prank calls as you and Bisbee. So I know these fucking people, so I'm listening to this. Not only does it suck, he layers it with Huey Lewis for 90 minutes. I have to listen to the whole fucking 90 minutes, keep pausing it after every phone call to call the business and go, hey, by the way, that wasn't me. Then I have to go explain what fucking podcasts are to old people that run art galleries and shit. So I did respect, he just stunk at it. And made me listen to 90 minutes of fucking Huey Lewis and the news, and then call people.
You finally listened to a whole podcast,
Oh my God.
and it wasn't yours.
The problem was,
And a Huey Lewis song.
and I love prank phone calls. I always talk
you're
about
all
we
about
should
it.
do that.
Yeah.
But not only because it's live and there's no editing, 85% of that show was him getting wrong numbers, no answers, voicemails. It's Bisbee. They're open maybe 3 days a week if they decide to show up.
And that's a bank.
4 hours a day.
That's a bank
Yeah.
open 3 hours. Yeah.
So and then the guy is not killing time in between. He's just going, well,
That's why
how
Huey
about
Lewis.
this one? I think this is probably Main Street. What's this one? This might be good. I don't have any more ideas. Hey, get on the a chat room and give me some ideas, or maybe I'll just bail on this. Hang on. Is it boop boop boop? Disconnected. Hang on. What's the? Oh, this could be good. It just goes on and on, and I have to listen to every fucking part of it because if they do fuck with someone, that it was pretty awful. But I have to give you credit. It's a good fuck with. But you didn't even come up with it. Someone came up with it for you. You know what? All those guys that you ask for ideas on your podcast, give them your podcast. Because you stink so badly. Because there was a couple times, it's just like Hidden Camera. I love Hidden Camera. And even shitty Hidden Camera that makes me angry, like Punked with Ashton Kutcher. I would still occasionally, I'd watch it you're fucking ruining this. You could do so much more with this. And you still laugh at an awkward situation. So when he was telling someone, the celebrity discount one, I did laugh at. He didn't get a celebrity discount. That was funny. And then you lost it and went a different direction. You stank. But it's still, yes.
I like that you called people back.
I had to call everyone back.
And some of them knew. They're like, yeah, I know about the Super Bowl party. I don't want to go. Well, you're not invited. Well, that's fine because I'm aware of it and I don't care. Wait a minute. Who are you? I mean, it was they were like, I know Doug. He's never been shy about voicing his opinion. If someone gave him a dirty look, I think I would have heard about it.
He didn't even know your name. They go, what's your name? And you go, I'm Doug Stanhope's manager. And they go, yeah, but what's your name? And because
not that would open a door.
Also, my business manager is Brian Hennigan, who doesn't sound like Ggreg, Chaille at all. Who actually he evidently killed last night. He's been going up in L.A.
He did the pikey.
Yeah, he did the pikey as a puppet act with a Barney doll.
What?
That he just completely deconstructed. We'll have to see tape when he gets out here.
We should send someone to secretly tape his next appearance.
No,
for us.
encourage that.
For us.
Well, I could have had one of ours. Bingo was out there with the Bretchels. We could have had them do it, but they'd been drinking for fucking 2 days and doing Adderall. That would have been very shaky footage.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's book. Buy the book. Maybe we do a GoFundMe for the dog park. I don't know. Fuck the dogs.
No, let's wait and see if Davey gets in there.
We're really going to try to get this People's Court thing going because it's been such high drama. But it would be so much fun for podcasting. I know it's wretched to live with for the last 3 days, but it would be great radio. And Chaille knows great radio. Jobi knows great radio.
I don't know good radio
I
know, but
I must not know great radio. I'm not gonna admit.
you gotta have the soundtrack for the People's Court.
Yeah, let me just play the soundtrack for an hour.
Jobi always.
That'd be way more interesting.
Jobi's always sad that nobody's dead when he shows up because usually he has somebody in his life that has committed suicide or died tragically young, and now his mother just keeps hanging on. And he's like, I got nothing till she's gone, and then I'll talk about dead mother.
Wait until the rest of the family dies, then I'm free.
Hey, London and
I'm going to England.
He's going to Jobi's coming to England. Jobi that runs Doug Stanhope's Celebrity Death Pool.
September 9th through the end of the month. I'm going to be there for like 3 weeks.
So you can find him at what's your @ for
Stanhope CDP.
Okay. Stanhope's
CDP. Just
celebrity.
look up
Yeah.
Stanhope's Death
Yeah,
Pool.
that's Jobi.
Yeah.
So that's him on Twitter. So if you're going to be around there, get fucked up with Jobi and Hack.
Yeah.
If you're going to be around the UK,
Fuck. I don't
You
even
doing
know.
London and
I've never been to the UK or England or
I thought you went there to visit Hack before, didn't you?
no, he's always
Never.
come
Oh, wow.
here. Yeah. So yeah, I
So
told
I
him
have
bring
no
a fucking,
idea.
get a briefcase on handcuffs with
Blues Brothers style?
Blues Brothers style with condiments.
Mission from
Oh, yeah.
God.
A1 sauce, Cholula.
Yeah, a hot sauce for sure of your choice. But
Yeah,
but
I
you've-
make my own.
Yeah, you've
Fuck
got
that.
you bring your own.
Either
man.
way, bring condiments
Put
because
it-
they don't have them.
Put it in a Taco Bell bottle though.
Boil a
Don't want to know what the fuck it
softball.
is, and there's nothing on it.
Oh, okay.
Boil a softball.
Boil a softball and eat it for the next month, so you're used to the food that they serve.
Like an apple.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's really
It
bad.
can't be that bad.
It's the fucking worst.
I say you go the opposite direction. You go in and you challenge them to impress you with their culinary delights.
All right. Boiled cauliflower.
Then she turns around and goes, "One boiled softball."
Hey, can I get an 8-piece McNuggets? What kind of sauce do you want? Margarine
We now have steam.
or oil?
Son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to get into over there, but, yeah, if you're around, show me a good time. There's one good time to be had in England, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So-
Oh totally.
Yeah, it's getting on the plane at Heathrow coming home. All right, that's a podcast for what it's worth. Audible.com, Digging Up Mother. See Jobi in England. See Chaille toiling down on Arizona Street across from Morning's Cafe, and vote for David A. Smith. Move to Bisbee and vote for David A. Smith. And August 28th at the Dive Bar, I'm doing my 25-year anniversary. Technically, it's going into year 26, but I've completed year 25. At the same bar I did my first open mic at 25 years earlier, 26 years earlier. And I don't know what the show is going to be. It's going to be a bunch of people getting fucked up.
Literally, he
Yeah.
does not know what the show is going to be.
I know if I have my first notebook.
I
and
have
I'm
a
going-
list.
I'm going to read from my very first notebook, and I haven't even opened the envelope still that she. I was closing strong. A lady that's writing a book about comedy. I gave her my first notebooks so she could glean some shit, and she mailed it back to me so I could have it for Vegas.
Oh, great.
And I'm terrified to even open the envelope to look at it because I don't even want to look at it till I'm on stage because it's so bad. And it starts with, "Hi, my name's Doug Stanhope. I wrote that out. I wrote every fucking word out.
Oh, I just had a good idea. We should have someone else go up and be you. Someone who's never been on stage and do like 3 of your notebook jokes as Doug Stanhope. They'll be as staccato.
Oh.
And then you don't have
Well,
to.
I had the accent. Well, I also have that video I can play from 3 months
Yeah, I
into
know.
comedy.
I'm-
We're going to make a fun time out of it.
I got to call Alex. Alex is our local contact who's helped book the show. And I got to find out what their audio-visual setup is there.
Yeah, we're going to drive, so we'll be there early. We're going to figure that out. Anyway, that's a fucking...
That's going to be fun. And I think Becker's coming down.
Oh, no shit.
It's a Sunday show.
Oh,
I talked to him
and Becker's coming.
Becker and John and I do a podcast called Near the Wild, Alaska. And I totally guilted him today. Well, because we're like, hold on. It's a Sunday show. Well, and then you could hear the handbrake pulling back and sparks flying. Becker's all, "Fucking John, we can go." And I'm like, yeah, this is doable.
All right, good.
Yeah.
We'll have some fun. And then I'll be dead on August 29th. Good night.
1, 2, 3, 7, yeah! Right on, baby. The priest is here, and the casket is ready. Her body inside looks nice and steady. Let's play it for the man, for the last time, play it for the man. Farewell, play it for the man, for the last time, play it for the man. Praise the Lord, and we got you gone with the funeral party. 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 Yeah! Alright. Now the priest is talking, and the casket starts to move. Everybody's crying. We all got the groove. Let's play it for the man, for the last time, play it for the man. Farewell, play it for the man, for the last time, play it for the man. Praise the Lord, and we got you gone